This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up the URT. Smash a like for the URT. Subscribe to the URT. Spain are world champions, people. Spain are world champions. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Obviously, one of the dullest World Cup games I have ever seen in my life. World Cup finals, so dull. Hardly any action. And Fernández Torres keeps it low and scores. Yeah. And Spain win the World Cup. Madness. Argentina were not all that. They didn't even come to play today, I don't think. Really. But yeah, big up Sol if Sol is in here. Yeah, congratulations, Sol. Congratulations, Sol. Congratulations. One of his teams. Sol's dual heritage, so one of his teams have won the World Cup. Your dad must be happy. Your dad must be happy. But big up, people. We've got a show for you tonight. More Rashford talk. Kobbie Mainoo, is he really injured or did he not just want to play? And how bad is that? Leach is also out. He was on the touch line. It looks like it was a muscle. He's pulled something muscle in his thigh. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So that's what's happening, people. But I hope you're well. I hope you had a nice day. World Cup is done. We're gonna go into a poll straight away. Have you enjoyed this World Cup? Because I haven't. I am not gonna lie to you. This has been the most conflicted I've ever felt about watching a World Cup. I did not enjoy it at all whatsoever, and I'm glad it's over. I'm really glad it's over. I didn't enjoy this World Cup because of everything that's happened. All of it, everything, all of the fascism, all of the madness that's been going on. You know, majority of African fans, especially those from black African countries, couldn't be allowed to go there for visas. What happened to Iran? What happened to the referee? Just so many different things that happened in this World Cup that I'm not. Some dodgy refereeing and everything else that came with it. But yeah. It's I think a lot of people were supporting Spain, yeah. Scholes, are you okay? I've just fed you. You've just come in. Are you all right? Relax your batty. What are you doing, lad? Relax your batty, my friend. Just chill the hell out. What are you moaning at? But people, yeah, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. So many things to talk about. And yeah, I think let me just try to get some of the mandem to jump on. Enzo Fernandez's tackle is mad, bro. I don't think he actually got. I actually think he got. He basically got. What do you call it? Like he got the second yellow for dissent, but that was a mad tackle that he did, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's mad, mate. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Yeah. Just crazy. Yeah, a lot of people might not agree with you there, Samuel. A lot of people might agree with you there. But yeah. Yeah, big up Ben. Ben loves Spain, doesn't he? But big up to King Sol. I just wanted the best team to win, and I think Spain were the better team today. I don't think Argentina played at all. But let's get into a poll. Have you enjoyed this World Cup? Because I genuinely am so glad that it's over. I've not enjoyed it at all. And I love World Cups. If you know me, I absolutely love World Cups. But I've been the most conflicted. Have you enjoyed this World Cup? Smash the likes, people. Let's get to 100 likes. Have you enjoyed this World Cup? Yay or nay? Let's get into it, people. So let's get to the story. Let's get to our first story, people. Our first story is that Kobbie Mainoo is injured. So let's get into this. There we go. Kobbie Mainoo. Thomas Tuchel and Kobbie Mainoo out. Kobbie Mainoo was injured in the last training session. He felt a sharp pain in his back. Stabbing pain, no doubt. This person just said that. Yeah. So, do we think that's true or not, people? Do we think that's true or not? Let's talk, people. Do we think that's true or not? Do we think that is true? I just really hope that is. And that's the biggest thing I've been worried about this World Cup. Is players getting injured. Lisandro Martinez looks like he's got a muscular, it was pointing to his thigh or groin or thigh. I think he's got some thigh strain or something. That's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like the knee. It didn't look like the ankle. It looked like the thigh. But yeah, Kobbie Mainoo, and I'm just like, I'm sick of United players getting injured, man. We've already got the worst injury and rehab department ever. The last thing we need. Yeah, people get voting. 22% of you have said yes. 78% of you have said no. But yeah, keep voting. Keep the voting and keep the likes as well, please. Smash the likes and subscribe. I think we're 3 subscribers away from 200. So 15.2. So please. Oh yeah, we've gone. So we're 15.22. So yeah, big up to everybody. Please keep smashing a like, subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. You know what? I can't really say that all Argentina are racist in it. Some people in Argentina are racist, but we can't really say the whole of Argentina is racist. I refuse to think the whole country is racist. I think there are racists. There's racism in England. There's racism in Spain. There's racism everywhere in this world. Discrimination. But yeah, do their teams sing racist songs? Yes. Yes, they do sing racist songs. Yeah. Centre backs, yeah. I'm going to try to tweet the show, so bear with me, people. Big up everybody. And also, we got a bit of news about the third midfielder. The report, Einstein report, saying that they're weighing up. What they're weighing up? Do you know that the preseason's already started? So I don't know what they're waiting for. Do you think England would have given a better game? I think England might have given a better game than Argentina. I think England might have gone for it in the final. I think the players would have gone for it. How long is Leacher going to be out as well? We're going to discuss that. Leacher going to be out for. Yeah. So people, please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's be having you, Therapy Army. Let me just see. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. I just hope Leacher's not too long. I don't know if anybody heard anything as the Argentinian footballer people talked about. Any journalist said something. No way, England are overrated. You're overrating England again. I'm not overrating England at all. I think England might have given a better game than Argentina. What did Argentina do today? They just sat back and defend from minute 1 to the last minute. And I feel, yeah, that's all they did. Nah, but this is it. Why is it going to be a disaster? Yeah, it's unbelievable what he's done, that coach. Yes, people, please do smash the likes, get involved in the vote. So, Kobbie Mainoo, I just hope that, especially a back problem, I just really hope that Kobbie hasn't got a back problem, because back problems are significant. Back problems are significant, man. Absolutely significant. Yeah. Wow. Their defender, their former centre-half, carrying the World Cup. Sergio Ramos carrying the World Cup onto the stage. Yeah, Sergio Ramos. I'm just watching a bit of the ceremony here. Sergio Ramos. There was a photo before. The camera panned to. It was Xavi, Iniesta, all of them. Here comes Donald J. Fascist Trump. Here comes that piece of shit. I hope people are booing him. People are booing him. Big up to the Argentinians for booing him. Big up to everybody in the stadium booing Trump. Go and get up the steps. Infantino looking at Trump like he's his little pet or something. He's like that. Come on, your royal dictator highness. Come on this way. Come this way. Like, oh my God, can you just get out of Donald Trump's ass, please? Okay, now can you get out of Donald Trump's ass? I beg you, somebody in the stadium. I beg you, please give a flag to Lamine Yamal, the Palestinian flag to Lamine Yamal. I beg you. Martinez can stay in America or sell him. Everybody wants to get rid of the Leacher. But you don't want to get rid of Mason Mount, do you? What about Luke Shaw? None of you want to get rid of Luke Shaw. Look how it's really interesting, isn't it? Everybody wants Leacher out, but they don't. You never wanted Jones out or Luke Shaw out for being injured that long. It's really interesting, isn't it, people? Yeah, big up Violet. We're gonna definitely get exposed, but that's what I'm wishing that. But no, I'm not wishing. I'm wishing Manchester United to have a fantastic season, maybe challenge for a league title. I'm hoping for that. But the fact that we could have injuries, that would really stress me out. What did you think of the? What did you guys think about the refereeing today? They got my like Luani. Yes, Luani. Talk to me.
Good evening, Therapy Army. Good evening, Nuruddin.
What a pile of shite of a World Cup that was. What did you think? Give me your match reaction. I'm just watching the ceremony.
I mean, it was a bit of an anticlimax of a final compared to the final we had 4 years ago between France and Argentina. I don't know. The expectation were not supposed to be high anyway, due to the style of both teams. I was hoping that Spain put in like a dominating performance, but it's obvious after watching 90 minutes of the Spain team play is that they have their own issue. You know, it looked like they are not. They don't have any cutting edge. If you compare them to the 2010 Spain that have
David Villa.
maybe
David Villa.
David Villa and Torres.
Yeah.
This Spain really lack cutting edge for all the possession that they have. Uh, how beautiful they were moving the ball and cutting to Argentina, creating all those chances.
Yeah.
There is not a moment where Spain had the ball in the Argentina's box and you feel like they will score. If you compare that to France, for example, anytime anybody in that French front
1
line.
second, Luani. People, please let people speak. That's not put people in timeouts unless they're saying some horrible things or they've been really bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you compare that Spain, for example, front line to the French front line, where anytime Bacola, Mbappe, or Dembele get the ball, you know something's gonna happen. So it's obvious they have to work on cultivating a striker of that Spain team. But when I was watching the game today, I was just shaking my head, just asking myself, how did France not win this World Cup, and how did England not make it to the final? That have nothing to do with the game that they put on display yesterday with the 6-4. It just have more to do with, I think, that both teams played below their potential to a set, especially England. We still have to ask the question to Shell and Deschamps, but the reality is that managers are very instrumental. We can talk about the players and their inability to show up in pressure moment, but I think managers are very instrumental in changing destinies, and we can see that. I think this final was supposed to be like England, France. Argentina is not a good team enough to. I don't know how they make it to this final, but I'm glad that football won. So we can put the whole controversy of Argentina to bed, and hopefully in the future we get like a better spectacle in terms of the organization aspect of it. Overall, the World Cup went well. There's no incident, but the backdrop of it was bad. We always, people always criticize you on this channel and say do not mix politics with football. And unfortunately, this World Cup show us that politics is really mixed with football, with the ban that the commander in chief put on certain personnel of certain team, the selective ban that he put, the overturning of the red card of Balogun. This whole thing was politics did get involved in football. So on that aspect of it is bad. Even the backdrop of it with the war going on in Iran and all the atrocity going on in the world. You know, what struck me about the halftime show by the end when Shakira and Burna Boy did their performance and they have all these kids kind of representing the world and singing, it just, you know, it just struck me like the only thing I can think of watching these kids are the 156 kids that that got bombed in the school in Iran. And I was saying it's ironic because somewhere in the audience in that stadium or the chain of command that led to that tragedy happening are sitting down there and they enjoying the show. So it just, I don't know, it just make me feel weird. I'm not a Palestine is being like erased to the ground with kids dying, and Congo genocide going on, and Sudan genocide, kids are affected heavily, and then somehow these guys make a grandiose event and put kids in front of us singing and talking to us about how the world could be one and united. It's just moronic. It's almost cynical. You know, that's the aspect of it that kind of got me a little bit. Is I don't know. We just live in a weird world where the rich are able to make the rules and sell us what they want us to see and tell us to turn around and look the other way while other things are happening, and it's sad. That's uh that's my take on that.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that? So we heard that yesterday's game, that Kobe didn't play. Well, that's what he said, Tuchel. We don't know what to believe, that Kobe was injured. How worrying is that? Or do you think he might have been pretending that he's injured because he didn't get him 1 minute in the game, did he?
Hmm. I don't think Kobe is injured because from what I've been reading, he's been like doing well in training with the national team. It's just he's not in the preference list of Tuchel. So of course, if that came out of Tuchel, I'm not surprised because that guy after the howler that he made last time will say anything to justify. And Kobe cannot come out right now and speak for himself. So we'll only know when he comes back and he joined the first team. As for me, I'm glad that he. I'm not gonna say I'm glad that he didn't play because you want a young man to always feel the experience of participating in the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that can only benefit us. But there's also the other side of it that there is the risk that if he play, he might have gotten injured or he'll be a little burnout for the season. And we saw it today when Lisandro Martinez got injured. As much as for anybody that does not even that rate him or not, that's still a body down for us, and we're struggling to make signing right now. So, yeah, he affects us in a negative manner. So for the Kobe thing, I think there's nothing wrong with him. Um, and I will even appreciate more if he told Tuchel that he doesn't want to play because that would tell me that he have kind of a little pride in him. He have something about him. But because even if you're a young player and you believe in your own right that you are better than the people who are starting ahead of you in the national team, it's not an arrogance. You believe in yourself, and I want Manchester United young midfielder to think that way, to have that mindset. So if that's what it is, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, big up. Let me just get these super chats. Spain 3-0. No, it was 2-0. People in the US have been being Trump as well. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't hate all the Argentinians, because I don't think all Argentinians are racist. I think some of their football teams sing racist songs, but I don't think they're all racist. Nora, seen you telling Mount dead baller for ages. Nora, you seen me telling Mount, yeah. He's a shit player, man. He is. But Leacher got injured. What did you think the injury was? It looked like, for me, it was like a thigh injury. And I agree with you about the thing about Kobe's injury. We don't really know. He's going to go on holiday now. He's going to be joining in with the squad maybe after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But Leacher got injured. People, come on, lads. We've not even got 100 likes, and there's nearly 400 of you in here. Please, the least you can do is like the video and subscribe to the channel. let me just change the poll because I asked the people. Actually, Luani, have you enjoyed this World Cup? That's the thing I wanted to ask, and that's what the poll was about. 65% of people said yes, they've enjoyed it. 35% have said no. I haven't. I have not enjoyed this World Cup at all, far from it. It's been the most conflicted I've ever felt about a World Cup because everything that's been with it. Because all of the fans in the world could not be there. Majority of the fans, especially from African countries, were not allowed to come to the US. So Senegal, Ghana, Ivory Coast, all their fans couldn't go there. Cape Verde, their fans, the whole of their fans could go there because everything and how expensive it was. Like majority, how much you paid for the tickets? I think you paid nearly $2,000 or something, over $2,000 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So
so for this World Cup, if I did enjoy it or not, if you're trying to separate the backdrop of it and to the games themselves, I think the games were somehow high quality, entertaining. Yeah, we know FIFA is corrupt, and this World Cup show more than ever how corrupt their organization is. Personally, I think it needs to be dismantled. But as for the games, it just proved that most of the team, except for of course the Curacao, some teams you can tell that the level is pretty low. But if you take those out, most of the team are currently operating at a good level. The gap, I'm saying the gap in tactic and everything have went down a little bit. The only difference between the team, I would think, is most of the quality players that are operating at in different league or whatever. But as for the tactic gap, because when you look at the African team, for example, I'm disappointed because it looked like it came down to approach. It was not the talent. Most of the African team that was supposed to represent the continent have quality players. I was disappointed in them in general, but that's probably down to the fact that I think that the managers tried to apply too much of a tactic and did not let the players express themselves enough. You're talking Ivory Coast, Senegal, and especially that I was disappointed by. So, but in general, I would say the World Cup we have some memorable game. And one of the games, the memorable game I'll take with me is the Cap Verde Argentina. That was a box office. That proved that it doesn't matter where the country is located on the map. It doesn't matter where what perceived gap we think exists between the players. One team have unknown players literally, and the other one have world stars in it. But when the playing field is leveled, and the game is played on fair ground, anything can happen. And that game told me a lot, give me a lot of hope when it comes to football. It's not about sometimes the means. It's not about the difference in players. Sometimes it's just about what you have right here. And that's the game that made the World Cup for me. Everything else is, is almost like a script. You know who's going to be there in the Final Four. I just wish that the other African teams had a better approach to their game, because they all got bounced really quick.
Yeah, 100%. I think Cape Verde did everybody proud. I think the World Cup, for me, this World Cup is about Cape Verde.
Yes,
Cape Verde, for me, they were the best. They were the greatest, Cape Verde.
Yeah, and it kind of feel
Trump is there to celebrate with the players. It's ridiculous.
He's in there.
Trump is standing there like some dope. This is embarrassing.
Oh, Jesus
it's absolutely embarrassing. You know, he gave the trophy to Rodri, and he stands to the side like that. He start talking to them and they just want to go like that.
Look, I'm not allowed to say anything at this point in time. So
No, I need to look on Twitter quickly. They'll put it on quick. It's absolutely crazy what's going on.
what did he do again?
Yeah, it's crazy. He basically gave the, you know, when you give the trophy to the captain, he walks in front of he goes like that. He starts talking to him even more. Like, get out of the way, get out of the picture. He's there, like, he stands to the side. And when they're lifting it, and Infantino runs after him, and he's just standing there while they go like that. It's like
he wants to be in the frame. He wants to be in the frame.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It just looked funny. Yeah. It's funny. Now the rest of the people are joining them, all the coaching staff, all the doctors. I think they should all be there when they lift the trophy, not just now. But yeah, they've done it again for them, to be fair.
I don't even know how Argentina got to this final, but you have to give them something though. They have that dog in them. They have that dark arts down to a T, you know. And pressure is real because it gets to a point where Argentina, as soon as Spain become uncharacteristic in the way they're playing. They couldn't keep the ball, and the pressure was mounting. Even Argentina with 10 men was putting enormous pressure on them, and I was surprised to see how it was getting to them, and they were giving the ball back to Argentina. But I'm glad that the outcome was what it is. So
actually, the stadium's not that far from where you are, isn't it? It's a couple of hours drive.
Yeah, it's just a couple of hours out.
Yeah. How much did you pay for the Uber? So you have to park your car somewhere else and pay for the Uber?
Yeah, on your way to the stadium, there is a truck stop called the Vis Lombardi truck stop. So it's about like 10 miles out. So the day we were going there, we look at the train ticket. The train ticket were over $200. So we just came up with an alternative to go park the car at the Vince Lombardi truck stop, and then take the Uber there. So the Uber cost like about $40. But when we were coming back to take the car, at that point, Uber figure out they figure out that a lot of people are coming out of the stadium who need Uber, so the fare went up to $140.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, 100% I agree. Egypt, Hamza, should have played, because the way Egypt got robbed was the most blatant robbery I've ever seen. It was the biggest robbery. They scored the goal, and you know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So let me just have a look at the poll. I think majority United fans are not believing that he's injured, that Kobbie's not injured. Kobbie's just got a bit of pride, like you said. But the Leacher, did you see the Leacher pulled up? Did you think it was a thigh? It looked like it was a muscular injury.
Yeah, he was definitely a thigh injury because
he kept pointing
I
to his
didn't remember seeing it being like a contact. I don't remember seeing it be like a contact injury. So it looked like he pulled something. And that would also be characteristic because I don't know if he suffered from those injuries before in the past, but now I can safely, unfortunately, say that he's kind of an injury-prone player. So I don't know.
But we've had some of those, and we've got we have the worst injury and rehab department. That's what we've got, the worst injury and rehab department.
Yeah,
they don't put proper money into it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes with a player like him, I'm not with his body type and the position in which he's playing. It will demand, for example, right? Somebody like Licha, he's not the tallest, so his strides when he's running, he's probably running shorter strides, right? So if somebody like that is playing as a striker or as a defender, as opposed to playing in the midfield, I think they'll be more likely to have muscular injury because you playing as a defender, your acceleration is where the injury happen, right? So if you ask to have recovery pace, especially with the way we're playing, once you accelerate, that can cause injury. It's the same thing going the other way if you're playing as a striker or as a winger. And when you demand to go from just strolling to accelerating. Whereas
Yeah,
when you play in the middle of the pitch, you're not really asked to accelerate the ball. It's all about your ability to control the game and you know. So I guess the position he plays doesn't also help too much.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what it is. So that the report that came out from Einstein today, um, the report that came out from Einstein today is that Manchester United are basically waiting to to make a decision about the third midfielder. Have they got time to wait around, Luvani? What the fuck are they doing? Like the first game has already started. Yeah, it's
I think
crazy.
I think our board I think our board knows more than us the importance of signing players early. And I believe that this week we will see a lot of signing coming in. Now that the World Cup is over, everybody will go hands down on the negotiation. So I believe this week we'll see a lot of signing coming in. At least the most important one will come in this week.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me show you what Trump was doing. Let me show you. Let me show you what Trump was doing. Look at the photo there. Look at the photo, Luani. He's there, look, hanging around, and then people have cropped him out of it. And Infantino's there trying to get out of the shot, and he's just there hanging around, like confused, mate. Like he's some confused old man. But then Paredes was doing this. Look, Paredes was beating people up. It's
What
crazy,
is
man.
going on?
Did you see him at the end? He started hitting. He started knocking some of the players out. Yeah, Messi in tears. Golden ball was given to Rodri, so he's been the best player of the best player.
He is. I don't have any issue with that. He played a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Donald Trump talking to Lionel Messi here. Just more photos from here. So yeah, they won he was man of the match, the best goalkeeper, the player of the tournament. Yeah, Spain cleaned up. But obviously Mbappe won the
The
golden
Golden Ball.
golden ball, yeah, for the goal. He's won the goal. He's been the best player. But Rodri was amazing for them, to be fair.
You know, I hope
Rodri
I
won the
hope
player
this
of the
World Cup serve dispel certain myths and also
yeah,
confirm certain myths as well. Because when you hear that Spain have the best defensive record in the tournament, you just and then they're not a defensive team. So how did they get that? And that joined the narrative of control is so important in football. And when you're controlling the ball, it's also a form of defending. When you don't give the opponent the ball, the opponent will not score. That is as simple as that. So that still stand. It still stand. And I believe it's the same way that Arsenal won the league. They just don't beat themselves. They don't give you the ball. And you know and that also count. There's two ways you can defend with the numbers, the men, the tactic, the approach. You can also defend by controlling a game of football. And I'm not saying that having physicality is not important, because obviously we saw it today. That Argentina team they don't have anything going the other way. Maybe if it was like an England team that a France team that have a pace, Spain will be a bit more inclined, will be a bit more worried. But Spain did not respect Argentina today in terms of what Argentina offer as a threat in attack. Everything goes through Messi. As long as you don't give Argentina the ball, Messi is completely nullified. And that Argentina team is an aging team, so they're not the one going to press you out of the press the
No.
ball out of you anyway. So yeah.
I thought this was funny. Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, R9 and Ronaldinho. By the way, Ronaldinho is also called Ronaldo, by the way, even though they changed his name to, but his name is Ronaldo as well. If those of you know.
I don't know what this is all about, and I saw that, I'm like, come on, man, it's cringe.
Yeah.
What is this?
Somebody's impersonating Jamie. Listen, you guys know what's going on, so you guys deal with it. I trust you guys to deal with it. But yeah, this was funny. Madonna next to Ronaldo and Ronaldinho, which was crazy for me. Just crazy. The halftime show was the worst thing ever. I know that it's the US and you're used to it, but we're not used to that shit, man. We're not used to that shit.
No, yeah, the halftime show is our problem, but
Yeah.
Madonna is your problem. When she comes back home, you guys need to get the monarchy to tie her down somewhere, man. She's too old for this thing. She need to retire.
Yeah. Yeah. Big up to Lamine Yamal for being classy in this sense. You know what I mean? Being, commiserate Messi, the guy who we met. You know what I mean? Those of you who've not seen it, this is it. I posted it today. This is like 19 years ago. I'll show you. This is crazy. Messi bathing Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
This is the craziest video ever, people. Look at Lamine Yamal.
Now, this is not real, because
This is not real. This is fake.
No. I'm saying, like, it's not real. Like, you won't believe that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 19 years ago. This is crazy, man. I'll make this up. Baby Lamar. And he won the World Cup, man. It's
maybe we don't live in a reality, and I don't know. We're all in the matrix somewhere, and everything is scripted. And
the Matrix,
sometimes the Matrix bugs out, and something we see some things we're not supposed to see, but then it reprogram itself, and then we're back to normal setting.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, what are they waiting for with this? With this, the report from Einstein is basically saying that Manchester United are considering their options. About what? Like, what are we doing here? What the F are they considering?
No, if I were you, I probably won't take any report seriously, because everybody's eager to write something just to garner some click or some engagement. But I believe the club is probably on the phone and they're working hard. All the departments are working hard, and by the end of next week, we should see the most significant signing coming in, because from this point on, everybody is preparing for the season already, especially that is going to be a short post-season. The signing should come in fairly early. So
yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah.
When you watch that Spain team play in the image of Barcelona, I bet you Jose Mourinho is sitting down and watching this game and say, I can beat these guys, And I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason he came back to Real Madrid, because he thinks that he can beat Barcelona with his way of playing.
Whoever's making that, it wasn't fake. That's Messi. But this is it. This is Martinez. He was touching the top of his thigh, so thigh strain. Let's just Google how long physio. Let's go to physio. How long are you out for? How long are you out for a thigh strain?
For a thigh strain, I would think a month or two,
It depends to the grade. So what they're saying is that if it's grade 1, 2, or 3, according to the most strains will improve within 1 week, 2 weeks, while more severe injuries will take 3 to 12 weeks, 3 to 6 months. So it depends what grade it is. 1 to 3 weeks. So he won't be back here anyway. He won't be joining up. So he's going to be out for a while, people. So he won't be joining up. If you know what I mean, yeah. Well, let's hope it's 1 or 2 weeks.
But now that makes the signing of a centre back also a priority now, because he's one of the veterans, and we need bodies in there with 3 games a week minimum. So
yeah, definitely, dude. We definitely do that.
We only have 3 senior centre backs: Delite, Maguire, and Martinez. Delite is as injury prone as as Martinez, so I'm not too sure if Maguire being the only senior left is helpful at this point.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. I just hope that he's not gonna be out too long. Nura, what did he say? Nura, the situation is real, but that particular video is AI. Oh, okay. Happy to be moving wrong. Yeah, man. Big up, Ben. Ben's here. Sorry. How are you doing, Ben? Congratulations. You wanted Spain to win. You happy? What a dull game that was.
Ben?
Talk to me.
Viva la España. Oh, big up, man. Big up, man.
Why did you want Spain to win, Ben? Talk to us.
Well, I mean, Spain's been my second, realistically my second home. Like, that's probably like the only country I've been the most out of everywhere around the world, man. It's literally like a second home to me, man. With we family apartment over there, so we've been going over there for years, bro.
Where in what city?
In Barcelona. So it was recently my grandparents, so it was, and then obviously my mother and father they just used it ever since they passed away years ago. But yeah, man, look, it's beautiful.
Is it still there? Is it still family? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So obviously sometimes me and my missus would go over like a few days and then see him with my mother and father. Like, so yeah, we just may as well use it up. Like, it's a beautiful city, man. Barcelona
is beautiful city, yeah.
Beautiful. And yeah, man, like it's just phenomenal, bro. Like, see the Spanish, like it's not only obviously that the reason why I wanted Spain to win is because Trump and Netanyahu and all these other Zios.
Did you see Trump? Did you see when he gave the Trump?
Nurden, that man is annoyed. And Netanyahu's on a podcast talking about, I want Argentina to win. Bro, it's so funny. Do you know what's crazy? The only country in NATO that denied Trump and denied Netanyahu for aid against the Palestinians and against Lebanon and against Iran was the Spanish. And the Irish too, and the Norwegians too. That's why I'm always said, see all these countries that deny Trump and Netanyahu is honestly full respect and full props to them. And that's one. And honestly, bro, we seen him. We seen when he was all like hugging Messi and stuff, saying, "Look, I'm really, really sorry, bro. We know what you are, Trump. We know what you are. Honestly, we know what you are." And it's just so funny, bro. And honestly, see when that red card happened, I knew it was gonna win. I knew we were gonna win. I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro. I said it to people. People are getting a wee bit too worried. Like people criticizing me by saying, "Why did you want England to come out? Why did you want, bro?" At the end of the day, I've never liked England. I never have liked England in terms of football. Like
800 years, 800 years of history. If you know, you know.
Literally, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But also, like with Argentina, I'd actually have more confidence in Spain beating Argentina than Spain beating England. I actually would have thought England would have beaten Spain. Like that's just my opinion now. But the thing is, I think with Spain, their positional awareness off the ball is second to none. See how Spain play? That should be Man United's new DNA. 3-man midfield once again. It worked constantly. The intensity was absolutely second to none. Now I don't think it was as good as a performance as what the last game, the previous game they played. But I thought as soon as Fabian Ruiz came off, I thought Spain looked a wee bit open. Why is that? Because the unbalance happens. You bring in another attacker, and that means you're playing with 2 number 10s. But at the same time, bro, it's just I think they deserve it, man. Like Spain just deserve it, bro. And look, see Luis what's his name? The Spanish coach, man. Honestly, he just knows how to fucking play football. That man's philosophy is second to none, bro. I've always said that Man United should have got him in instead of Carlo Ancelotti, like all these fucking coaches we've been linked to in the past, bro. But honestly, bro, it's just music to my ears, bro. I'm glad. Apparently, the Spanish are going mental in Spain right now. Obviously, apparently people are blurring horns and that. So look, big up to the Spanish as always, man. And fuck the Zios that are in Argentina. Like, and I know they're not all Zios around there, like, but same time, I think majority of them are Zionists, and we know what Argentina stands for in terms of when it comes to the, people with different color skin when they enter into the country. They actually deny people getting access into the country, which just shows what type of country that they really are and who runs their country. It's not the president runs their country, the president of Argentina. It's Donald Trump. It's Netanyahu. They run Argentina, and that's it, man. So yeah, big up to Spain, bro. And honestly, my question is, why can't Man United do this, bro? Why can't Man United play a 3-man midfield? Why do we have to play with a cam? Why do we have to do it? It just wins you everything. It wins you fucking everything.
As long as Bruno is at the football club.
Yeah, Mason Mount too. Yeah, 100%. They're 100%. But yeah, big up, man. How are you? How are you? He's keeping well.
Yeah, we're obviously worried that Leacher got injured. He's got a thigh strain.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then Kobbie, obviously, I wanted to get your opinion on Kobbie.
Yes.
The chat are saying Kobbie is lying. He just didn't want to play in that bullshit game.
I wouldn't blame him.
So 70% saying that Kobbie's not injured. Only 30% believe that he's injured. And I've just asked, is it time to sell Leacher? And I'm going to call all of you hypocrites, those of you who vote yes, because you were never hammering to get rid of Phil Jones, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount. You were never hammering to get rid of those people, but you want to get rid of Leacher.
It's madness, bro. It's madness. I mean, my thoughts. I mean, look. See, ever since Lissandro, big up. By the way, Jimmy Wayne wants to link Nerdin. I don't know where you see in the chat. Anyways, I think the issue I have with Martinez is obviously, as you said, Nerdin. We've still got Luke Shaw. We've still got Diego Dalot. We've still got Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes at this club, Slabhead and Maguire at this club, and we've got now our whole back line is literally injury prone. So, I'm not saying Maguire is the fittest guy and out of the defenders. I actually think Maguire is the most injury prone out of the players. Then I probably go with Martinez and De Ligt. I think De Ligt, everyone's saying De Ligt's the most injury prone now because he's had this back injury, bro. Lisandro Martinez and Maguire have worse injuries than De Ligt. Let's just get the facts right. Anyways, when it comes to centre back, I heard Man United have been looking for a centre back, by the way, people. Do you know who they should go for? That Spanish youngster centre back,
Kobbie. Yeah,
bro. bro. And
Yeah,
do
he's
you know
at
what?
Barcelona. Barcelona don't want to let him go, mate.
No, miss me with this bullshit. No, don't bring up
Hey,
the Barcelona situation. There he is. There he is, the man himself. Big up
But-
Jimmy.
I got a t-shirt on this time.
Big up Jimmy. But before
Go
you
ahead,
come on,
Jamie Wayne.
yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Hey,
Go ahead.
staying on it, so I'm gonna go to bed in a bit. But
Go ahead, bro. Big up.
I just
Great
thought
to
I'd
see you,
join the
man.
panel, innit? I told Norrin I'd join the panel one day, innit, when everyone's there.
Yeah, big up. Go ahead, Jamie Wayne.
You
You
got
all
it,
right?
man.
You
Yeah,
had a
man.
good day.
Nora, did you see what they didn't show after that Argentinian game? Did you not see it? Have you not
No.
seen it? They were
That's
pushing
mad,
each other
mate.
up after the game.
Oh yeah. Paredes. Yeah, Paredes started trying to kick people, didn't he? He started punching people, didn't he?
He had them on the ground. He was punching people.
That's crazy. Bloody
That's-
crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. How are you anyway? You good, Jamie?
I'm all right, me. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big up Jimmy, man.
Yeah.
I
Big
got
up
a
to you.
t-shirt on this time, as you can see.
Yeah. Last time it was a bit too hot. It was the heat
Bit too
wave.
hot, lad. Bit too hot.
It's still hot round here at the moment.
It's warm,
Yeah.
to be fair, mate.
It's still a bit warm, yeah.
Well, the World
you-
Cup's over now anyway, so that's all. That.
Are you in Manny?
What?
Are you in Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up. Big up to you, Jamie Wayne. Yeah, man. What's going on with these fake people? Fake accounts coming on the channel, yeah.
But don't worry, I'm dealing with it. It's fine.
Yeah, big up.
I can spot them straight away. All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big up.
Well, then you have to get infiltrating the channel, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah. Luman, to be fair, he's been part of the channel for a while, but I don't know. Is he pretending to be different people? Is he pretending to be you or something?
Yeah, he's done it a few times. Done it a few times.
Oh, I hope this isn't true, man. I hope this is not true.
Who's Ben Nelson?
Oh no, sorry, I'm all about Reece Nelson. Sorry, the Arsenal player. I
No,
don't
do
even know.
you buy this Kone news? Because I don't.
No, I don't. I mean, Einstein today came out, apparently. Einstein gets briefed by the club that Manchester United are weighing up the options. Pre-season's already started, man. Weighing up the options, yeah.
I don't think it's true.
Yeah,
But maybe they'll prove me wrong. I don't think they fucking will, though.
yeah.
Nah,
Definitely.
but on a real, guys, on a real, by the way, like, see this whole World Cup, this whole World
That's
Cup,
crazy,
honestly.
Bilal. That's
the-
crazy, Bilal.
Yeah, he's done that.
the-
Done that
the-
a few times. Do you know what he just did a minute ago in the chat? He was fucking changing his name, calling him a fucking terrorist.
Oh my god.
That's why I've kicked him out the fucking channel.
Yeah, big up.
Oh my god, man. We don't want any of that, man. Like fake accounts, bro. Like thinking that.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just madness, bro.
I think Luma might be some Zionist in it who's tried to cause trouble to the channel, innit?
Yeah, well,
by the way,
this guy can't be on fucking Jarvis's fucking channel as well.
Do you know what's crazy? I've actually seen some accounts actually, well, not attack, just like criticize heavily on Nurden, and actually like people from this channel who are actually very supportive and have been around Nurden's community for so many years. There's actually people on sides like Mandem talk, like a chat, who actually say, "Nur, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're waffling." You know, it's laughable, bro. It's actually
Hey,
laughable.
hackers,
Like,
that's just hecklers, bro.
just laughable.
It's all good. It's part of it. But I don't want people being called people being racist, innit? Calling.
Oh,
people
no.
out.
Oh yeah, no.
You've been kicked out.
I don't mind. Listen, to me, it's like I just brush my shoulders off, man. Some of these signers, you see some of them in Insta, they send me like gorilla emojis and stuff like that. But actually, it's what it is, isn't it? It's part of the internet, isn't it? These faceless dickheads. But yeah, let's get back to the football, man. Are you happy with the transfer window so far? We're supposed to get 6 or 7 players, we said.
Did
We
you
signed 2.
did
we watch the Wrexham game the other day?
Did you just ask me that question? Am I happy with the window?
Just
Yeah,
checking,
man.
man.
I'm a fuck. Mate,
How can-
mate, everyone gassing up Santos. I can't wait for him to see how fucking much he'll flop for us.
Wow. You think he's going to flop?
I'll rate him.
Okay.
There's a reason Chelsea are fucking selling him to us. I think it's obvious. If they wanted to keep him, if they saw potential in him, they would have kept him.
Yeah, because they wanted to buy Morgan Rodgers, innit? They signed Morgan Rodgers.
We funded that, by the way.
That is a massive thing, isn't it? Massive.
Well, buy their shit.
Huh? How can we be? How can we judge the transfer window, be happy or not, if the window is not even open yet?
Yeah, but see, Luana, you're talking like an no. Preseason's just started, right? Okay, preseason's just started. We played who was it, Wrexham? The only signing that was on that team sheet
I've been
was
watching
Santos.
football long enough to know that Santos guy is not it.
He's like, it's mad. Madness. So like I said, bro, like, you know, we should have done all this before preseason started, man. Should have done all this before preseason started.
But to me, I thought we should at least sign 3 players before.
Yeah,
I've got no problem with that. Tielemans is a good signing.
The window is not open yet. At least not
it is
for us.
open.
Not for
It's
us.
open for about a month and a half. What we doing?
We didn't open it.
We
didn't open ours. It's open for others, but ours is still just half open.
That's gonna be everyone's excuse when the window fucks up.
Oh no! No! It's all gonna come back to Amram. It's all gonna come back to Amram. Oh, Amram.
We got Nelson, big up.
Yeah,
big up, Nelson.
Talk to us. How you doing,
can you
bro? Yeah,
I'm
we
good,
can
man.
hear you clearly, man. Where are you?
I'm in Canada. So
it looks like it's sunny out there, man.
it's nice and sunny. Actually, it's a lot sunnier. Just renovating.
Did you watch the final? What did you think of it? What did you think of the end of the final?
I thought Spain were going to win regardless. I think Spain are just a better team. Argentina, let's be honest, England should have beat them.
They're dirty bastards, man.
Oh, they're so bad, man. And you know what? Like, this is what you expect. So I'm good. Like the goal, like the one goal that was ruled out. What the hell was that, man? Like it was.
He stood on his toe. Yeah.
Come on, like that doesn't work. In most games, that's never given. Like that's not a foul.
2-0.
Yeah, it should have been 2-0. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Listen, talk to me. Big United fan, I'm guessing.
Yep. Yeah.
Talk to me. What are you thinking about the season? What are you thinking about the signings we've made so far?
So Tielemans, I think we're all in agreement. I think Tielemans is a good signing.
I like it. I wanted him years ago.
Yeah, but exactly. I think Santos, if we were getting Santos when he was in Strasbourg, I don't think a lot of people would be that upset. I think Santos is a good player. The problem is, I don't know if he's at the level that we want to be at this point. The third midfielder needs to be Kina, because I want a more like I want a person who can pass the ball and is really good defensively. Say that again.
Would you want Alex Scott?
Oh hell no, I don't want Alex.
I don't either.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like there's a lot of English players who get overhyped. I know you're a big Alex Scott guy, man, Nura, but I don't think he's a guy.
It's an opinion. Football is about an opinion, man. Carry on.
I think if Alex Scott was the Andre Santos guy, I think I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
I think for the 6 signing, we need a proper 6.
True.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So who would you get? Who do you think?
I like size. I think it's a thing we've missed for a long time. I remember when we had Matic, and Matic actually made us look good. People forget Carrick is 6'2". So this is a thing that we've clearly missed. I think if we went for someone like Kefren Thuram, I heard that Juventus don't want him, or don't want him. Are willing to make the decision of moving him on. I would take like a Kefren Thuram because he's 6'4". He's rapid.
I don't understand why we're not going for Bruno Guimaraes.
No, not for me.
Jimmy Wynn.
Yeah. Not for me. Not for me. He's Jesus. Everyone's coming in left, right, and center.
Yeah, big up Jupiter. Talk to me. Let's give these lads a say, man. Go talk to me, bro. Where are you?
Hi, you guys. I'm Justice. I'm from Kenya.
East Africa. Big up, man. Big up, man.
Kenya. Hey, East Africa in the house.
They had Manchester fan.
Hey, big up, man.
But I'm from Kenya too. Just so we're clear, I'm also from Kenya. So.
Yeah, East Africa.
Big up, man. Big up, man.
East Africa takeover, man.
Bro,
we salute people. Yeah, it's the East African takeover, people.
Go on.
Go ahead, bro. Talk to us. Are you happy with the window so far?
No. I'm not happy because the signings which we did, they are not good. According to me, Santos, I think he has the potential, but he is not there. We need ready-made midfielders to come and enter into that midfield. Because according to me, when I look at the game, our midfield is always open when Bruno Fernandes plays. And that will always cost us. That's a fact. Most of Manchester fans here in Kenya, they are deluded. I keep telling them, we can't play good when Bruno Fernandes is there.
He's calling me out.
I love this guy.
That's not fun in Kenya.
What
He's
about
not wrong.
he's won the world assist World Cup, hasn't he? He's got the most assists.
Not all that.
Oh, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst player. I don't think. Look at the way he played for Portugal. That
He
guy
made
is
them.
very
But
selfish.
international football is a bit different, isn't it? To be
No,
fair.
but he made the midfield
No, he's
completely
selfish.
useless.
Bruno is a selfish player. Very selfish.
That comment
I
is
would, I'm moving like us.
You're calling
Yeah,
the captain
100%.
of Manchester United the greatest assist maker in the history of world football. Very
We don't need assist. We don't need one person assisting a game.
facts.
The football should be distributed each and every player, not build on a one round player. No. No, I don't agree with that.
Buying piss average
I
players.
just want to go back to
You want to
what
stay in the top four for the
Mr.
next few,
Nelson.
don't we?
Go ahead, Luani.
I just want to go back to what Mr. Nelson said about Andre Santos and the signing in general and what kind of profile of six we need. I cannot disagree with Andre Santos, and the reason for that is he's young, he's talented, and I think he's ahead in his development than most of the people in his bracket age. Let's not forget that he played first team football for Chelsea for two different managers, Rosinho and Maresca. They both are heavily tactic manager, and the kid have a lot of experience for somebody his age, and you can see it in his game,
Either one
the
of
way
them
he
play.
plays the game, right? So there is not about sometimes it's not about one individual and what that person can do on his own. When you look at profile, it's about the team that you build around him and how they complement each other. So for that as a first signing, I'll take that. As for the six and if we need a 6 foot,
Here we
6
go.
foot 5 or whatever 6, it's more. I think when you're talking about 6, you want to talk more about how his ability to progress the ball. When I say Matic, for example, yeah, Matic was 6 foot, but the way he progressed the ball is what comes through because of how economical he's with his touches and how much of a purposeful his first touches. Well, I remember from Matic, when he takes the ball, he already know what he's going to do with his second touch before he takes his first touch. And Santos play in that mode as well. That's why I like that signing. Now it depends on who Carrick is gonna put around him, preferably somebody that's a little bit more physical, and so that they can complete each other. Kobbie is already there. I agree with the fact that Bruno is a bit of a gun-ho guy, so he's probably gonna disrupt that midfield regardless of how we build it. So I advocate that Bruno, we start phasing him out. We move Kobbie in the 10, and the two behind Kobbie will be Santos and preferably somebody with like Baleba or
I don't think Balebo would work, but carry on there.
But my only concern
Oh,
with what you just said, though, is at Strasbourg, he technically played a central midfield. Santos,
Yes.
we'll talk about. And then at Chelsea, he was always partnered with Caicedo, who's literally the guy who ran
Yes.
the defensive side. So
point.
you need to look at, in the partnership conversation you brought up, I agree with you. But I think Kobbie and Andre Santos will not work because
Never.
I agree with you.
neither one are excellent at defensive coverages. And I'm with you on the Nemanja Matic. I think
That's
the passing ability is one of the things that we need as a 6. it's why when people were calling out Manu Kone, I thought people
I
were
love
crazy
Manu Kone.
because I didn't understand why people were looking at Manu Kone. He's not a good passer. You should check. His stats are equal to Edison. If you're upset about Edison, you should be upset about Manu Kone. Right?
I'm not.
Both. So if we're looking at purely passing stats or passing ability, I think Kefren is better. But if we're not getting Kefren or like a Locatelli or someone of that like ilk, we don't really have a lot of choices. Like Wharton has a passing ability, no defensive. We're really struggling here. So I don't know if you guys have a player that can come in.
It's simple. There's one more player left in the Prem. It's Sanderberg. Sanderberg can do it all.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
literally do it all, man. And do you
But
know what? I was
actually end up with him.
Sorry?
End up with him. You know.
yeah, and do you know what, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I'd actually like it. I'd
That'd
actually
be
like it
amazing.
because-
Kone, I don't
It'd
think
be amazing.
I really don't.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Nerd didn't even spoke about it in the last show. We don't need one. We need number two. Like, yes, people are gonna say, Ben, be realistic now. Be realistic. No, I don't care about being realistic. You know, if you're a proper football club, and say we get Sanderberg in, say for example the third midfielder, what happens if he gets injured? Because we have the worst medical department in history, in the whole of the. Honestly, we have Dr. Death here. So what if?
Well,
what if we get?
They're all bed buddies, bro.
They're all bed buddies, but what if Sanderberg gets injured? Like, who is going to be the cover up for Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, Tielemans, and Santos? Who is it?
Exactly.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. We need two, and don't please, people, do not say anything about the academy. Please
It's
don't.
gonna be Toby Collier, bro.
I
You know
have
that. Yeah.
something to say
Oh my
about this.
God.
I have something to say about this. Yeah, I don't think we should be bringing these young kids into the team next season. They shouldn't have to fucking deal with the pressure because this ownership can't get the fucking players in that we need.
Yep, true.
Well, Jamie, when you don't want to look at Santos the same eye you look at our
I'll give
academy.
him a chance.
Our
I'll
academy
give
is
him a
just
chance.
trash.
I'll give him a chance.
Our
all right,
academy is just trash. There's a lot of nepotism going on
Yeah.
in our academy.
Yeah,
Now, when
we-
we come to the
I just
midfield
said I'll
signing,
give him a
100%. Go on, no, you're spitting. I apologize. Keep going.
no problem. So when it comes to the midfield, I think versatility is the key because
my
most of the players who you sign will be able to do certain things to a good enough level. So I don't disagree too much if we're looking at Manu Kone. As much as I think that he's a okay passer of the ball, he have the ability to carry the ball. And when you face with a rest defense, you can either break them down by either with a good passer or a good ball carrier. The only issue with Kone, I think, even if you bring him in, regardless of who you combine him with, we're still going to need a little bit more physicality because I don't think he's the most physical. If you compare him to somebody like Chouameni or somebody like Baleba, for example.
I'm so gutted you can't do a mania, man.
I know it's annoying, man. But you know what's crazy, man? Like, see if we
Perfect
even get.
Casemiro replacement, 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Jimmy. I agree.
Well, see,
I
replace
think
him at Real.
I think Santos is the Casemiro replacement from
Oh
everything.
yeah, well, we all do
he's
know, nerd. We all do. Like, it
obvious.
makes it even more embarrassing. Like, but you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Like, see if we
Casemiro.
get this third midfielder in, man. Like, the next issue is our fullbacks. Like, we just seen how Spain played tonight. So what Spain did was Rodri and the two centre backs were together playing out from the back, and the two fullbacks were so fucking high up in the pitch, trying to overlap or underlap and trying to help into the midfield, invert into the midfield. And I think that's our next big red flag, man. Because people are actually saying that left wing and the striker is more of a concern than a left back and a right back. But bro, I am not leaving this right back with Diego Dalot, man. I'm sorry. And the fact that Mazraoui is looking to go to
I fucking love this.
Mazraoui's going to AC Milan too, man. Like, he's going to Ruben Amorim. Bingo card doesn't rate Mazraoui, man.
Boys, I'm in different United chats.
fucking squad to Amorim.
I'm in different United chats, and I hear people try and commend Dallo, and I'm like, the guy's
He fucking
rubbish.
man.
He's so bad, man.
There are the 2 pence on Dallo, please.
It's insane. But I think
God, sweet.
So what do you boys think? Will Dogu probably plays left back next season?
I love Dogu.
If Rashford comes back, it's clear that he's going to play left back.
He's coming back. Rashford. I've said to Nurden, he's coming back. Rashford is coming back, and Dorgu needs to play left mid. I don't think Dorgu's a left back.
Explained it. Listen, I explained it on last night's show.
What
some of you don't understand is that last season they had the bum squad.
Right.
They only got money for one player with serious money. That was Garnacho. They're not willing to make that same mistake. They're going to pretend that Rashford is going to come back. Rashford is here to stay, and they're going to sell him. Rashford doesn't want to come back. I'll be gobsmacked.
No, do you blame him?
Where does he go?
Blame him for not wanting to come back, though. Do you blame him?
No, I mean I'll be shocked. I'm telling you now, you're not going to have Marcus Rashford with 365 grand a week sat on a bench.
The guy got out. He got out from this club. Not many players can do that.
True.
The real question we should be asking ourselves is, why is Barcelona willing to buy Anthony Gordon and let him go?
Yeah, this is what I don't understand.
I can tell you why.
Rashford's got a higher ceiling. I don't understand why they would do that.
Big up DJ.
I'll answer the question. I'll let DJ come in after. But the reason why they went for Anthony Gordon was his wages. Because with Barcelona right now, the financial situation, the wages, the loss of Lewandowski, who was on like 600,000, I think, a week, and you add in Rashford, who had 300K, they were trying to get rid of that. If you remember, Rashford had to take a cut just to let the loan go through. But if you're buying him, he's going to come in requesting higher wages. He's not going to go in and say, oh yeah, I'm taking a cut, but I'm still taking 200K. Gordon is on what, like 280 euros, 280,000 euros, but Rashford was like 450 or something, like 400,000. So that's the reason why they went for Gordon.
Nelson, just to give the context.
Yeah,
in Spain, it's not, the clubs don't have a wage cap. It's the league that has a wage cap.
Correct.
So when Barcelona or Real Madrid or any other Spanish team sign players, there's a limit of wage cap. So they have to justify it to register the player to the Spanish FA. Spanish FA have to allow the registration go through if they think you've bought too many players on big wages. So that's like Bacarianos.
Yeah, but to even add to your point, if you remember, they found some kind of loophole to get Olmo in because they didn't have enough, like the cap, they were over the cap, and they had to get Olmo that way. So that's why they got him. Remember, they not only got Gordon, they got Adeyemi. And Adeyemi was the same price. Yeah, it's the same price that we would have sold Rashford for. So they basically went, we can't get Rashford because his wages are too high. So we'll just go and get Adeyemi.
But also the thing about it, Lamine Yamala's had an injury. Rafinha's had a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
So and apparently Rafinha might be going to Saudi.
And Ferran Torres is leaving as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just have a different theories. You know, these guys they have a sample size of Rashford. And they taste it and they might be like, we don't want this thing. You know, Hansi Flick is the most direct manager that you can ever have. And he's telling you, this guy is a dickhead. I don't want him.
It looks like it, but it's not.
I think we're in serious trouble, guys. I'll be honest.
Listen, big up DJ Paul for joining us.
We are in serious trouble, bro.
Go ahead, DJ Paul. Listen, the window's not finished yet, but they have to. What I'm reading about Einstein today about that Manchester United are weighing up options. The pre-season started already. What are we doing here?
What the fuck does weighing options mean, though? Come on.
Exactly.
That's some bullshit PR for this club. Come on. Who's that come from? Barada, Wilcox, or fucking
well, one of them, yeah?
I mean...
all three of them.
Yeah, I mean...
Listen, fucking stooges.
You know, I don't know what the options.
People smash the like for the newcomers, man. Nelson and Jupiter as well. Big up. I forgot your name, Jupiter, but go ahead, Paul. Go ahead. People smash the like.
With the options, man, we just gotta. I don't know who they're looking for. I know I seen Kone as one of like the names being listed as I guess one of the targets. But listen, we're gonna just wait and see really what happens. I know it's the old cliche. Wait and see, because really I don't know what's going on. I don't know what any else are trying to do. But we're just like, listen, we didn't know we was going to sign Tielemans up until last week. Tielemans wasn't even a United player last week up until Monday. So yeah, so I'm not necessarily sure. I do think, listen, with the Andre Santos, it's his first game, so, and it's preseason, so I don't really know, how he's going to develop as a player. I do think, I do think he's a good player. I do think he has potential, but then we also need cover as well, so that we don't rely on him. So at least he could develop properly into the 6 that we want him to be. So I just know this window though is just, I don't know if you could like properly rate the window yet, because
I will be.
Everyone honestly is entitled to their opinion. Some people, United fans, think it's an embarrassing window. Some people are happy with the window. I'm not gassed about the window. I'm not talking about we're going to be back next season and we're winning the league, but I'm just like, okay, this is what, 2 midfielders and a backup goalkeeper that we signed at the moment, and we need 4 more. My only concern that I would say from an objective standpoint is I just hope United don't waste the whole summer looking for that 3rd midfielder, because after the 3rd midfielder, who do we target next? The center back issue is an issue. The left back, yes, is an issue as well, because, Luke Shaw, I don't know how this guy just keeps surviving.
That goal yesterday, did you see it?
I seen that, Jimmy.
You see that goal yesterday? Jeez.
I seen it.
I didn't watch the game, but yeah.
Fucking hell, man, it was embarrassing.
I didn't watch the game, but
I know it's pre-season, but I'm sorry, this guy can't fucking run anymore to save his life.
Now, Luke Shaw can't be playing. Luke Shaw cannot be our starting left back in 2020.
It's fucking
26, 27. He can't do that. Him, Maguire as well, even though I think Maguire is more likely to start now because of our center backs being Maguire. But Shaw, I think, really needs we need to really make this guy into like a Carabao Cup player at the very best, because it's not. I don't know how you go into a season with him. Like, Dorgu, I would say, listen, is a better shout, but you don't know if he's going to get injured at some point. So that's the only thing. I know he's not injury prone, but you just don't know. Like, you're really just one Dorgu injury away from having Shaw back in the team. That's, if he even starts at left back. So I just hope we don't spend time and just, looking for that 3rd midfielder and it lasts for like the whole window. I really would hope that we at least could get a midfielder in before we play Hull City in August. So
do you think we win that? You win that game?
The whole game?
City? I think we should. Yeah, I think we should. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because the game in the Premier League gets easy, but
I'm not confident for next season, me. I'm not.
Yeah, DJ Paul, you see what you just said right now, to caveat what you just said about you talk about the injury of Dorgu, the possible injury of Dorgu. Yeah, it's true. We are caught in our emotion right now, asking the club to sign quality, and we all know with this market, quality is just overpriced. I think where we are in our development right now, with Carrick doing like positive stride, we need body more than anything. And with body, you can maintain at least the position that you are. And when it's proven that Carrick is a good enough manager, he can help he can gel the team together and implement his tactic. Now we can start going for quality. But at this point, I think bodies is more important.
Bodies is definitely more important. One thing I would say about this team, I know sometimes people are really like torn with the team, but I would say if there's anything I do like about this team is just the attack. The attack is actually the only thing that I'm like, okay, cool. We actually do have a decent level of attack. I won't even say decent, because Cunha and Mbeumo, especially Cunha, is actually like, has really helped us out last season with his output. And Mbeumo really not so much, but he's been scoring goals. Sesko's still young, and then maybe Diallo needs to step up. But we know what Diallo can do. So at least I'm more confident, in the attack, more so than other areas of the pitch.
Our attack's not that bad. Our attack's not that bad. Midfield is the problem, I think.
No, midfield's the problem. That's what I said. Our attack, that's the part that leaves me with a bit of confidence. At least we can score goals. You see, the season before last, we had a serious issue in attack. You guys were there. We had the likes of Garnacho and Hoyland. So there's a bit of a upgrade there, but we need to plug other holes in the team as well.
We scored 30 plus goals last season, didn't we? Or was it like 30, 33 or something like that? How many did we score last season?
I think it was like 30 something.
The whole season. I thought we scored a lot.
No, we haven't got a problem in attack.
No, I thought across the three.
Left back position is my issue.
Yeah.
You see, even in an instance where when you need body in building a team, the academy need to be like an integral part of supplying at least a good amount of those bodies instead of just buying them, But when we look at our academy has been trashed for how many years?
Our academy,
I disagree there. I disagree with you guys.
I think we can all agree our academy.
I think our academy isn't as bad as people think.
I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Like if we actually assess, we've lost.
Have we had a player like come in like in a long time and just go?
No, but we've had two world-class players who we literally Eric Ten Hag let them go. Ghana left, who was one of the best DMs in the league last season, and Carreras is at
we don't develop players anymore, man. That's this club's main issue.
I do agree and disagree. I do agree and disagree in some aspects. I don't think our academy is that good. But I do also think there's some players that we should have kept that would have actually been pivotal to us right now. I do think it was a huge mistake. But then again, that's Eric Ten Hag. I think it was a huge mistake to sell James Garner when he did. Because that he would have helped us out right now. He probably would have played the role that what's his face is playing at Liverpool, Curtis Jones. He probably would have played that sort of role for us in the team. I think it was probably also a big mistake to sell players like Sedan Iqbal too as well to where was it? The Netherlands. What's the name of that spot that Ten Hag's from? I forget the name of the team we sold him to, but I think it was a mistake to let him go too, because I think he was a good midfielder and he could have helped us out. So our academy is not high, but we do let some pivotal players go, and we keep the wrong ones.
Like we'll keep Gabriel.
I'm confused because if you look at our academy,
you reckon we'll keep Gabriel?
Yeah.
Yo, Shaban,
JJ,
Ghana is trash.
Gabriel.
You think Ghana's trash?
Wow, that's crazy.
Ghana's not trash.
That's
when I say our academy is trash, right? I'm not just talking about the talent pool that we're able to bring in. I'm also talking about the process that allowed them to develop into a fully fledged Premier League player. The whole process is flawed because we haven't been able to produce anybody in the past 10 years or so. So maybe
that's how you and I disagree, because we literally produced.
Yeah, no, I just read.
We literally produced Carreras. We had the production. So Nuruddin, obviously, and I know we not to hate on people's ages, but we all look old here. So when if you remember back in the day, we used to have like development plans where we had a team that we would send our young players. We used to send them to like stability. Yeah, we had stability during Ferguson's era. I think we lost that developmental guy. Oh, I think he can't hear us. But what you find is like what we failed is when a good young player comes along, we should have been sending them on loan at the right times. But like with Carreras, we did that. We knew he was better than Shaw, and we still sold him. That's the issue.
Yeah, it still make my argument valid though, because when the product doesn't end up on the shelf, the process is still flawed.
But that was Eric Ten Hag.
Because we develop him and then we end up selling him. The natural end of the process is supposed to be him making it to the first team.
That part I can agree with. If you're saying that when you said the academy is trash, to me, I think you're saying we can't develop people. To me, for us, we do develop. Kobbie's there. It's clear Shea Lacey's a good player. Where his level is, you would have to develop him further. Like we have JJ Gabriel's coming along. We have him. Kukonki could be good. We don't know until we try it out. It's just that United has never been an easy place for young players to thrive. We almost sold Kobbie.
Yeah, we almost did, to be fair. But again, I guess that's more so of management, and I do agree in terms of management, the people we have who don't value some of these young players, because we were if Ruben Amorim just kept his cool, Kobbie Mainoo wouldn't even be a United player anymore.
100%.
He probably would have been sold this summer to Brighton on a permanent transfer, and that's it. If we sacked Eric Ten Hag when we did, we probably would have kept maybe Iqbal or Garner, So I don't know. Just for me, it just depends on management. Management is key, but also I don't know. With us, it's just really a lot of things. There's just too many components.
Maybe we're just asking too much from this club, right? Because we are not a selling club. So if you compare our academy and our production process to the selling club like Brighton, Southampton, they produce young people because that's their ethos. And I'm pretty sure they invest more time, more money, more energy, more resources into producing players because their end goal is to turn in profit by selling those young players at a higher price, right? But with us, we have a lot more things on our plate. We're trying to win. We're trying to compete. So in that process, it's more difficult to bring these players in, have them go through the process and turn them on the other side and put them in a pressure environment. And sometimes it might not be the fault of the club. It might just be that these young players just bust. We have the case of that young guy that we brought in, I forgot his name. Every time they seem to come to the first team, they don't stay in. Iqbal, Zidane Iqbal and all those. So, and then we have the tendency to overrate our young players too. We overrate them. When you look at the Southampton Academy, all those players that come out, that they legit in the Premier League, they legit. Southampton produce players for Liverpool, title winning. There's Sadio Mane's and all that, and even the Chelsea Academy.
Luwani, 1 second. To the brother in Kenya, I have to mute your mic because a lot of background, but go on. Jump in the youth. What do you think of the Manchester United youth team?
I think it's overrated.
Talk to us. Break it down. Do you not think that we're not stable enough? Do you not think that we used to produce young players because we were stable? But now, every time a young player comes, we throw him in. He has one bad game, and then everybody's trashing him on X, on Twitter. You not think because we're not stable enough? We don't have any developmental plans. Fergie used to have developmental plans. I'm old enough to remember when Giggs was breaking through, Beckham, Scholes, Nicky Butt.
Fergie lied to us.
No, he didn't lie to us. He lied to us.
He lied to us.
Bring them in. He used to bring them in and he used to take them out. He used to bring them in and he used to take them out. And he used to slowly, O'Shea, the way O'Shea came, even the way Johnny Evans came through, Wes Brown, because to me, the biggest thing is the stability. Somebody just said here, City produced Morgan, Palmer, Bob, Nico, Foden. Yeah, do you know why? Because they were winning and they were stable. And youngsters would want to go to clubs because all of them. Palmer is the only one that's from Manchester. Bob is not from Manchester. Nico is. Foden is. Morgan is not. Morgan's from Birmingham. So they signed Bob, Nico, and Morgan from some of the play. Oh yeah, Nico. They signed from Manchester. So only 3 of them are Mancunians. Foden is Mancunian, Palmer is a Mancunian, and Nico is Mancunian. The other 2 players, Bob and Morgan, they signed them from different clubs, and they all came when they were youngsters to their academy. But carry on. Tell me why what was overrated. We don't rate them. Do you not think stability and developmental plans are the key?
Yeah, I think our club is not it's not stable for any young player to come and develop, because our club is a circus club. Circus every time spinning, 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 saying saying what to say? Saying that they want to do what? Every time they are rebuilding, every time they are rebuilding, every time they are rebuilding, they are bringing a player, overhyping him, like this left back, who they are overhyping him now, saying it's the next look show, or this center mid, who they have just bought from Colombia, saying it's the next Caicedo. Our club is just a circus club. That's all. That's a circus club. There's no development plan, nothing for any young player. They don't follow up on those young players. They don't follow up. Look like Danny Go. He went to Scotland. Sometimes he's in England. Sometimes our club is not stable for any young player to come and to develop. That's a fact. Look at Manicone. He's playing in Sweden. I think in Sweden.
Sekou.
He's supposed to be yeah?
Switzerland. He's in Switzerland. He's at Grasshoppers.
Switzerland, yeah. I think he should be playing in the division, in the League 2 to develop further. Championship, championship.
I wouldn't say League 2. Look, I don't want to cut in, but I just want to say, or to add on to your point, is that I do also think we need to also pick better places where we send some of these academy players to, because some of these guys really should be playing, maybe not so much as League 2, but like Championship. Maybe if you loan them to like a Crystal Palace for the season, Brighton for the season, West Ham are not in the league no more, but like Hull City, Coventry, just to let them have a feel for the league. We don't really send our players to Premier League teams, and I think that's what we probably need to start doing to get.
But I'll say it's because why that doesn't happen anymore. Football's changed now. The amount of money that's in the Championship is so much, and the fact that I don't know if you guys see. Obviously, I know guys like Nerdin obviously see, but the prices of players in the Championship is crazy. Like Championship clubs buy players for 20, 30 million.
Yeah,
that shit didn't exist back in the day. So
no.
The whole let's just put someone in the Championship. It sounds easy. The developmental.
Well, the Championship is one of the most competitive football leagues in world football. They play 3 times. They play on a Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they play again on a Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
But it's also for those clubs, it's actually better for you to get a young player, like sign a young player, not loan. Sign one, play him.
But there's been some good loans. There's been some good players like Ahmad when he went to. It depends on the coach, the style of football that club is going to play, how the coach likes that young player, even though
that all comes down to developmental loans, like the whole developmental plan that we're lacking. But
it was Tony Mowbray at Sunderland. He got lucky because Tony Mowbray likes footballers, and they had a fantastic. They had 3 or 4 or 3 players that could play in those kind of number 10 wing kind of roles, and he kept changing them up. But it's extraordinary. Like what can happen in a champ. To me, I'm always like, send players to the Championship to develop, because you can have a deal with Championship players and send more youth players on loan. You know what I mean? And pay their wages, and that could help out. The Championship teams. But carry on, bro. What you were saying? People were 40 likes away. We need 40 more likes. Come on now to get to 200 likes. At least you can just like the video.
Come on, guys.
Go ahead, bro.
What I was gonna say is, if you look at like a team like Real Madrid, and I know we're now farther away from them more than we've ever been, but if you look at Real Madrid, 12% of La Liga are players who've played at Real Madrid, who've been in the academy. 12%. But if you look at their starting 11, it's maybe like 2 or 3 players. Our issue is that every single player that is hyped up, we want them in the first team. The right plan is actually 90% of the players in our academy should be sold. They shouldn't even see our first team. Majority of them should be sold. Only keep the few. We talk about City's amazing academy. There's no question there. But Morgan Rogers, Cole Palmer, all of those guys were sold. Bob, I don't even know where Bob is playing. But if you look at the only guy who's left is Foden. And even then, you don't think
Bob's playing at Bob's at Fulham. He went to
Is
Fulham.
that Fulham?
Yeah, they
Okay.
sold them. Yeah, they sold them. Yeah.
We should be looking at our academy.
Because
Like,
United used to do that. United. Used
yeah,
to sell them
exactly.
on the 30,
That's what I was gonna say. Back in the day, when I started watching United, most of the Premier League you'd see nothing but United players across the league.
Bardsley, Kieran Richardson, all of them.
Josh King,
Yeah.
all these guys all came from our academy, and they were good players. You never looked at them. When we sold Welbeck, even though now he'd clearly be a good option for us, but when we sold Welbeck, I'm like, that was the right thing to do at the time. We should be selling people who we assess and go, they're not good enough. I don't see that as a bad thing. The problem we have is we now live in this era where when you sell a player and he works in another club, people start complaining and crying. That's my only thing.
Fair. You see, the era, the reason why I like to reattribute every issue we having at the academy to Sir Alex Ferguson, and I say he lied to us is because he sit down and say, okay, I'm winning everything in the next 15, 20 years with my class of 1994, and then I'll just squeeze a little bit juice left out of everybody else, and I'll just set up the time bomb and leave. The reason for that is that it came to a point where Sir Alex Ferguson was so much bigger than the club that I don't think he was interested in developing the academy. I mean, this is our legend, our manager legend, that he sold Pogba because he didn't want Paul Scholes to retire, and we didn't know what happened to Ravel Morrison, which they were real talent that were operating under him. Still selling Warbeck was still a mistake. So when it comes to that, I think he have a big part of the responsibility in what our academy is today, because there was a level of nepotism that starts seeping into our recruitment to the academy under him, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at that team at the time when we were on top, like it was so hard to get in, to get in front of Carrick and Scholes. Like we had the likes of Tom Cleverley, who was, I think he was, I don't know how long was Cleverley at United before we got rid of him. We had so many players that who were good, but just couldn't break up that Scholes Carrick partnership. We had the likes of Anderson, and I mean Fletcher was always a bench player for us, but we had so many players that just couldn't break in. Like Nani only broke through because Ronaldo left. If Ronaldo still stayed at United, he probably wouldn't have had his fair share. So that team was just, unfortunately, it was a great team, but it was also probably one of the hardest teams at the time to break into, especially if you were a young player as well. And nepotism also came into play. So it was a lot of things.
DJ Paul, you say it was a hard team to break into, but now with the benefit of hindsight and with the way it fell apart really quick right after Sir Alex Ferguson left, that team was aging. He was just pretty much, yes, he was just doing a patchwork at that point, bringing in Robert Van Persie for 1 year, bringing in the signing that are just temporary, but he was not looking far into the future. And the reason I'm pointing the finger at him, because he was close to retirement. So at that point, he should have been like preparing, because he was everything. He was the manager. He called all the shots. So you don't just leave your team in the hand of somebody that you handpick, and the whole thing just dropped down to the ground like that.
I agree. No, listen, I agree. Look, Fergie is probably, I'm not gonna say 100% to blame, because he's not the Glazers, but Fergie definitely has a huge hand to play in why we're bad today. Because if he was planning for his retirement, he should have at least refreshed the squad maybe a season or two before announcing it. But because everything was so sudden that not even Van Persie knew he was about to retire, that's when everything just became, just all over the place. And I think when he left too, David Gill, I think, left as well. Or I don't know if he left. I think maybe they might have left at the same time. So that with him, with Gill leaving, everything just went to the floor. And then you then have aging Rio, Vidic. Van Persie wasn't even really the youngest of players, really. Rooney was aging. We had too many players that needed to be replaced. And I just feel like he didn't really do us any favors. I feel like if he was fair to us, he probably maybe would have just said, okay, cool, one more season. Let's try and refresh this. And then I dip in like 2015 or 14. Or you just really just get somebody like, I know Nurden probably wouldn't like this, but I think we probably should have gotten Jose immediately after left. That's what I personally think. I think Jose should have been brought in at that time in 2013 when he was still on top. And then we probably just max out the team completely. And then by 2015, 2016, you bring in Van Gaal, and then you completely just refresh the whole team like that. That's probably what I would have done, the direction I would have taken the club to. But hey,
the reason I'm thinking it might be a sabotage job is that you don't bring in somebody that you handpick to be your replacement, right? And your most loyal servant stage a mutiny on him right after you left. It does not make any sense.
Yeah. And he wasn't experienced at the, I mean, he was experienced, but he just didn't have he was kind of like, it was kind of like Thomas Frank at Spurs, where, okay, cool, you do good for a decent mid-table club, but once you make that jump up, it's like, oh, wow. It's like a fish out of water, thing.
I don't know if I made the point last night. I'll point it again. I think Rio Ferdinand, after he left Manchester United, was like he gave honest interviews. Like, I didn't want Manchester United to forget me. I didn't want to be forgotten. I want them to remember me as one of the greatest centre-backs ever. And he said he didn't want them United to win a league or to be forgotten. I think Fergie's the same. I think they didn't want to be forgotten. What's your name, brother? Is it your name Jupiter Classic? What's your actual name?
My name is Justice.
Justice. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Justice. We need liberation, man, everywhere in this world. I had a lot of Zios are buying up land in beautiful East Africa, man. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
They have bought. Many of them have bought lands here in Kenya.
That's crazy, bro. Fuck the Zios. But talk to me. Listen.
Even our president, we don't support him because he supports Israel. That's the problem of our president. Bringing stability.
No, listen, it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. Listen, in terms of Manchester United, what are you hoping for? What kind of season? What kind of transfer window? Last comment before we wrap this up.
I don't have any hopes. Just to say the truth, I don't have any hopes.
Justice, come on, bro.
We have signed Santos. We have signed Santos. We have signed Talisman, who is injury prone.
Yeah,
how can you have?
Yeah. We could sign Kone. He's also injury prone.
I don't like Kono. I think Sangare. Sangare is the best.
I love Sangare. I love Sangare.
Left foot. Wow. That left foot. That guy is wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, we see the same, Justice. We see football the same. Sangare is the guy that I would get, but it is what it is, bro. They're not going to do it.
I will get all Thunderbird. Thunderbird even is a good player.
Yeah. Thunderbird, yeah.
Obvious.
Big up to you, Justice. Big up to you, though, bro. We got to keep hope. We have to keep hope. New season.
Nurdin, a question. What about this young player we have signed from Colombia, that 18-year-old player? How do you think about that player?
From Colombia?
Yeah, that 18-year-old.
Christian.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows because remember, we signed Diego Leon. Was it Diego Leon? We signed Diego Leon and he said that he was going to go into the first team and he was struggling. I saw him struggling with English football. Latin American football is really different to the Premier League, bro. The Premier League is just different. Or English football is totally different. it's different level of physicality is needed. It's the way the game is played. So he's going to need years to adapt. But I hope they can bring him in, maybe give him maybe a couple of months to adjust, couple of months, and then loan him out to the championship. That's what I would do. What about you? What do you think?
You think it's a good play? Yeah. Do you think he's a good player?
Well, from the videos that I've seen of him, he looks like a good number 6. He looks like, but that's in Latin American football. Latin American football is totally different, bro. What about you? From the videos, only little clips that I've seen of him, he looks like he can look after himself. I think he might have done well in the Youth World Cup and stuff like that. The Youth Cup for America, he's played well.
I think he's physical. I think he's very physical player.
Yeah.
I think he's very physical. When he's taken to championship to adapt, when he adapts in championship, I think he can become a good number 6 for us. I think.
Well, let's hope and pray, bro. Let's hope and pray. But he's 18 now, so then it's about how the next couple of years is about his development.
I don't know. I think the most transferable quality of a player from league to league is the technical ability, especially if you're playing in that midfield. Yes, the speed is a bit faster here, but that just take a little time, a little adjustment. But when the technical ability is there, that can be transferred. The thing that is harder to transfer is the physicality, because you can be very physical, a beast in the Italian league, and then they bring you here, and it's everybody is a man suddenly, and you look like a boy. That one get a little bit more time to you can fix that one, but technicality is fine, can be transferable.
That's the kid's name, by the way, Christian Orozako. Yeah, that's his name. He looks like he's somebody who takes the ball. He's good at passing, Luane, from the videos that I've seen of him. But little compilations can't really tell unless you watch him properly in the game.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I know the brother Justice said that he's not confident for next season. I'm not going to say I'm optimistic that we're going to do anything, because it's still really left to. We don't really know how, because the Premier League, one thing I know about this league is just anything could happen. You know, some teams could just completely fall off. You know, some teams could just, climb up from nowhere. So I don't know. I think, like I said, our attack is decent. The midfield, I need to see who we sign as a third midfielder to make a complete assessment of how this midfield rebuild completely looks. I'm concerned, though. I'm really concerned about the center backs. And I feel like that, if we don't get any center back in, I feel like that could hinder us next season. I really, really do feel like that could hinder us next season, because, we could do the whole, yes, we can outscore teams and whatnot, but it's just having that baseline with 2 center backs that can actually push up the pitch is really pivotal, especially when we're playing in the Champions League against tougher opposition. I really do think that's going to be a bit of a concern. But
3 games a week is going to kill us, man. Listen, Luani, last comment from you, bro. Last comment.
Well, World Cup is over.
Thank God the World Cup is over. I'm not enjoying this World Cup.
Against the backdrop of a lot of things that's happening around the world, just invite people to be positive in life in general, and keep hope. Even for Manchester United, keep hope. Carrick is an inexperienced manager, but he still have to show us something, right? So it's better to hope that he learn quickly on the job rather than him fail, so we can go back in the same vicious cycle again. So I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah. I think next season is going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. From everything that we can see right now, I think next season is going to be tough. But we have to go for it. Manchester United have to be positive to a certain extent.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. We have to be positive in some ways. Listen, we're gonna go and raid Vozy TV. He's a Liverpool fan, but he's talking about the World Cup and everything to do with the World Cup. So just go in that chat there, people, and just shout United, United, United. Just tell him you're from URT. So go and raid him. I want to thank the brother for jumping on. Big up Justice. Big up to Nelson as well for jumping on. Big up to Jamie Wayne for jumping on. Big up everybody who jumped on, man. And big up to all my East African people, man. You know me. I got nothing but love for my people, man. East Africa birthed me. The whole of Africa birthed me. But you know how it is, innit? It's love. It's absolute love. Big up to Paul. Paul, the World Cup, man, was disappointing, man. Donald Trump ruined the World Cup.
I mean, in the end, I wouldn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say it was a bad World Cup. I know it's one thing I say is it's definitely not like the Qatar World Cup. And I feel like Qatar World Cup
for Donald Trump.
You know, I feel like the Qatar World Cup was clear. I feel like the quality in this one isn't really as good. But I think in the end, it kind of got there. And I feel like it made it more commercialized, whether it be for the good reasons or.
Well, it was the most expensive tickets in the world football. Luani nearly spent $3,000 just to go.
Don't say it. I'm trying to forget about it.
That's crazy. I looked at some of those prices.
Listen, all of the fans were not allowed in. The Ghanaian fans with a band, the Ivory Coast fans with a band, the Senegalese fans with a band, the Egyptian fans with their own drums. They were not allowed in. Moroccan fans were not allowed in. The referee was not. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
the red card was overturned.
The one critique I really didn't like. I think I didn't really like how Trump and Infantino, that sort of like relationship or bromance or whatever it is that they got.
Not bromance, bro. It's like if Trump's a little poodle. Poodle, man. He's a little poodle.
I'm not a fan of
little poodle, man.
I'm not a fan of it because I look at that Infantino guy. It kind of looks like a joke. It just really just looks like he's a puppet just being played. And just anything Trump says he agrees with. So I'm not really comfortable with that. But I think it wasn't a terrible tournament. It was not the greatest. But listen, we got there in the end. Congratulations to Spain. Congratulations to Lamine Yamal as well for winning the World Cup. You know, and at the end of the day, justice was served. So
yeah.
DJ Paul, what do you think about American football? How do you see it in the future?
So, and it's good you asked me this question because I was having a conversation.
They need to build little 5-a-side cages in the hoods, bro. In the hoods, trust me. That's what they need to do.
Nudin, that's what's fun in Udin. If you go everywhere in the small town, there is more soccer stadium than anything else. Everywhere around.
But not in the hood, though. They're not in the hood.
Nobody goes and play.
Not in the hood, though. It's not in the hood.
No, yes, they need to make it more accessible in terms of like building pitches in some of like those neighborhoods as well. But not even only that, I feel like just the whole league itself need to create relegation now because in the MLS compared to European leagues, there's no relegation, so there's no consequences.
Well, like the rest of your sports, there's no relegation, is it? In baseball or in American football or the NBA. But listen, we could have that chat another time. Let me just say, big up, Nelson. Sorry, Justice. Go ahead. Not anything else to say on your way out, bro? Big up.
Say thank you for hosting me.
Yeah, man. You're welcome, King.
Laser out, Ineos out. Thank you.
Yeah. Big up, bro. That's his last words. Big up.
Big up.
Take care, bro. Listen, big up to everybody. Go on, troll Fosi, man. Just get in that chat and just say United, URT. Tell them Nuruddin sent you. Love and light, people. Listen, it says here, free Palestine, Sudan, Congo, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Lebanon. All of these places, man. Free the world from the imperials, colonizers, man. And the Zios. After Zios, free Palestine. It's free the world. By the way, those of you who don't know, look at the connection between Congo, Sudan, and Palestine. It's the same people, bro. It's exactly the same people. If you know, you know. But take care, people. Andy Burnham. What do I think? Andy Burnham, he's a prick. He's another Zionist, man. F him, man. He needs to scrap. He also needs to scrap not just the digital ID. He needs to scrap the police surveillance in this country. F him anyway. F him.
Wasn't he the mayor of Manchester?
Yeah, he's a prick, man. He's a prick. He can do one. Fuck him. Fuck Burnham. He's a warmongering bastard. He voted for the Iraq war, man. I told him to his face. You know. But love people. Take care. Good night, people. Peace. Take care. Big up DJ Paul.